Guys, reading the Bible has really changed my life. I'm not even gonna lie. Growing up, of course, I was in the church here and there. I wasn't really like too crazy, but I would always be in there and I would hear this stuff. But I was always a Christian, but I never really took it serious or did anything like that. And recently, in the last year and a half, I've definitely been picking it up and being a lot more devoted to it. And even so, this year, one of my New Year's resolutions was to read the Bible at least once a day. Um, Probably like I'd say like a chapter at least a day. Sometimes it's more, sometimes less, but for the most part, on average, a chapter a day. And doing so has really changed my life. Honestly, depending on what the chapter is, like there's so much in there that I didn't even realize like really is meant for guidance and usefulness in daily life. Like and everybody would keep telling me like, hey, like yo, the Bible is really like the greatest investment. Keep reading it. Like all your answers are in here. And I used to be like, what? Like what are you talking about? But as I started to read it more, I started to realize like, wait, like there's actually everything in here. Like it's crazy. Just thinking about it now, I'd be laughing about it and smiling anytime I get to read the Bible because it's crazy how a book that was made by different people thousands of years ago is so relevant even in today's time. Like it still is useful. And like it's crazy. Like this is really the greatest book of all time. And so for me it's definitely helped me out a lot. I've learned a lot just about life and, things to do and how to do it. Granted, obviously, of course, I'm still reading. I'm not saying I know it all in there. I don't think I ever will because, the Bible, like, it's like you read something three times and you'll get three different lessons out of it when you read it. And, like, every verse is important. Every verse is, like, structured in a certain way. And every verse can mean so much. Like, it's crazy. And, just reading it now more and more, it's just something that I've loved doing. I love reading, I love checking out different books, but I even put a pause on all my books right now. Any books, I said I'm not reading anything right now. The first 6 months of the year, I'm only going to be reading the Bible, nothing else. And I think that's important for me to just sit down and look at the word and really see what's going on. I of course read the Gospels, with Matthew and Mark and John and Luke. Of course you got to read about Jesus. That's a no-brainer. Then I went with Genesis. I had to start from the beginning. Had to see where it all began, and I didn't even realize, yo, like Genesis got a lot of drama in there, like the family drama with all of them, like even with Abraham down to his son Isaac, and then to their sons Esau and Jacob, and then Jacob's all sons with Joseph. Like, there's a lot of stuff in there. I'm not even gonna lie, and it's crazy to see like that all the stuff that we go through now with drama and urgency and news and all this stuff, it always happening back then. With no phones, no nothing. It was still happening back then. Like it's crazy to think about, you know. And of course, there's some other stuff I'll read. Like I've been reading a lot of Proverbs and Ecclesiastes, the wisdom books. I probably want to start Job next, and then I also want to start Exodus after and learn a bit about Moses and what he did. But yeah, like reading the Bible has really changed me, and I hope everyone really gets a chance to experience this. Uh, if you're another um, type of religion or anything, I'm not here to bash anything, but you know, definitely for me, it's the Bible here, and I don't know, it's something about it, something that just is about it. And as we get closer and closer to Easter, it's just time to just start spreading the word and talking about it and really explaining how much it's helped my life because, God's definitely helped me a lot. And I definitely plan to talk a lot more about, the Bible and Christianity in general because it's definitely something that has guided me so far in life. And I wouldn't be who I am today without it, without a church, without the Bible, without good people around me who are good Christians. And so that's why I want to have this message for everybody else because they put it into me after all the times that I didn't listen. I got to go ahead and put it out to other people because, if they would have gave up on me, I wouldn't have been where I'm at now. I wouldn't be in church. I'd be like out doing something else. And so I think that's why it's important for me to spread the word as well and be positive, be knowledgeable and help people out as much as I can, because at the end of the day, that's all I'm trying to do, is try to help people. And that's why this channel is made. And that's why, it's called Superhero KD, because, you know, I'm in my own fantasies, just trying to be a superhero. And so, whether people like it or not, I'm just gonna be me and keep doing it. So definitely be on the lookout for more videos and different types of things to talk about as I continue to keep moving forward and doing the work that needs to be done. Well, I thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.